Hey, everyone. So, this is kind of a spur of the moment kind of thing. I wasn't gonna do it yet, but, I don't think my opinion's gonna change much from now to when the show's actually over. Also, if you hear things in the background, there's a lawnmower going outside, and I believe my window's open, so you might hear that. Anyways, Justified. I wish I could remember when it started. I need to start really looking into the years that they started. It's going on its 6th season, well, 6th and final season that just started, I believe this month. So, 6 seasons. The season's usually about a year, so I guess it started like 6 years ago, maybe, give or take. But, it's modern day, Kentucky-based, law show. It takes place in Kentucky, and the main character, Raylan Givens, is a deputy U.S. Marshal, and, his job is, he's Kentucky Marshals, I guess they're, pretty much the same as, like, police, they can arrest people, and, shoot people and stuff like that. And the reason why Raylan is in I should say it's played by Timothy Oliphant, by the way, which is a pretty good actor. I enjoy his work. His eyes are hypnotizingly beautiful, and I think that might be one of the reasons why I enjoy his work so much. But Raylan Givens, he shoots somebody, and they send him back to where he originally was from, and he grew up in Kentucky, and so they send him to Kentucky to be a deputy U.S. Marshal, and his boss Art, they knew each other, and I guess I don't want to say they're a little more lenient on the shoot on sight law, but at the same time he doesn't I think is in as much trouble. Raylan is very trigger happy. Is the point. He's not afraid to shoot you down, and he says that throughout the show. You pull on me, I'll shoot you down, and but so that's pretty much the scene of it. But the general idea of the show is that the main bad guy really is one of his friends. When he was before he moved away from Kentucky, he dug in the mines with Boyd Crowder, who is now a white supremacist, TNT expert maniac, and drug dealer and stuff like that. Big bad guy. Very charming. He is, though. He's very, he knows how to put on the southern charm, and if I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times, and I'll continue to say it. I love me a good bad guy, and Boyd is a pretty great bad guy, and he's definitely my favorite out of the show. But what I like about it, I like because if you watch it in season 1, and what I enjoy about it as well, the whole show, is that it actually has quite a big difference in character development throughout the seasons. In season 1, I don't want to give away too much of what happens because it's kind of funny. It's kind of it's a funny drama, like with a show that with the basic idea of it being a drama, it has a very good key points of humor throughout it too. And it's really enjoyable. It really, at least for me, it really draws me in. So, excuse me. Thirsty. It's a fun show. It's fun. I enjoy it a lot. What I like about it is that it doesn't, it's not like, there's some shows that have, one key point to it, and that's it. To the entire thing. Like, I can't remember the name of the show right now, but it's a murder mystery, but it's all based around just one murder, and it doesn't change. Justified, there's a bad guy. From what I can tell so far, there's been a different main bad guy in each season, which I think is interesting. It's good. It's not too overwhelming. You know, it's not like 3 bad guys at a time, or 1 bad guy through the whole thing. But the character development throughout it, like I said, in the first season, Boyd is, you know, white supremacist jerk. Then you've got Ava Crowder, who is was Boyd's brother Bowman's wife, but she kills Bowman, which isn't you know, a spoiler, by the way, because it tells you that I think in like the first episode, and it doesn't show you either. Like, that's Ava's character. It introduces Ava as the woman that killed Bowman Crowder, and but she's, you know, just a typical Southern girl, I guess, that isn't afraid to shoot you if you beat on her, and which is cool. You know, it's good to have. It's always nice when, you know, they introduce female characters that aren't, you know, just one way or the other. You know, completely wimpy or completely strong and headstrong and stuff like that. She's pretty. They're all pretty diverse characters. It's interesting to see how they change throughout the seasons. How they can get nicer, more evil. You know, some of them do a complete like 360 in personality from one season to the next, and I enjoy that. I really do. I think that's cool because it's hard to see what's really gonna happen down the line when you don't know where one character's head is at. Excuse me. But it's a very enjoyable show. I'm a little sad to see it end, really. I'm only, and when I said I wasn't going to do this yet, and it was spur of the moment, I was going to wait until I finished the 4th season. I've only completed through the complete 3rd season, and I've seen, we've got DVD sets, so I've seen the first disc of season 4 all the way, but I haven't finished the season. But I think I know it pretty well so far that I can, you know, tell you my full opinion on the show. When I might, you know, revise this when it gets down to it and I finish the final season 6, when I watch all of it. Then I might revise it and see if my opinion's changed any, and give you my opinion maybe on like how it ended, what I thought on it. But for now, this is where I'm at on it, and I love it. I think it's really good. It's interesting. Like I said, it's really good. It's, you know, like, it's not like, I almost said before it was like a western. It's not technically like a western or anything. It takes place in Kentucky, which is very southern, apparently. I've never been there, but the show, you know, shows it as a very southern place. But I enjoy it. I do. Like I said, it's good. Rating, I don't know if I'll give it a 9 out of 10 because I really do like it. I really enjoy it, but I don't know how it's gonna end, so I can't just give it a full 10 out of 10 because I haven't finished the entire series yet. But when I do, maybe I'll revise it, maybe not, depending on if my opinion stays the same or what have you. But yeah, Justified, very good show, very entertaining, and you know, if you haven't seen it and you like that kind of stuff, check it out. There's a lot of talking in it, but it does have a little bit of action in it too. And I will say another thing I like too is that, like I said, there's usually, from each season, there's a main bad person that Raylan's going after. Oh, before I forget what I was going to say about their connection that Raylan and Boyd have, they're actually friends. Like, they have a very frenemy kind of thing happening. They enjoy each other, but they also, you know, they're on opposite sides. They always are on opposite sides, but there's more than one occasion where they have to pull each other out of trouble. But so that's interesting too, and it's interesting to see where that'll go, because I think further down the line maybe that's probably going to end up breaking apart, unfortunately. But I really like their connection. They're almost like brothers. It's really fun. It's cool. And but yeah, it's a great show. Oh, I'm so sorry. I couldn't stop it. I knew it was coming, and I couldn't hold the sneeze, and I apologize. But anyways, good show. I lost my train of thought now. I cut myself off from saying one thing so I could go back to saying something else, and now I've lost both. Which, you know, is what happens when I don't write down what I'm going to say, and I just kind of go for it. I just go with the flow with these reviews. I originally wrote down kind of a scripted outline of what I was going to say, and I might go back to doing that sometimes. Maybe. I'm not sure. I think it's fun just to throw it all out there and see what pops into my head about, you know, what I'm talking about. But anyways, like I said, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Don't know where the show's headed in the end. I'm afraid I'm not gonna like it. I don't know. It just depends. I mean, one way or another it's gonna end. And usually certain shows like this, certain movies like this can only end one way. Which is not how I would prefer it, but I'm not a, you know, typical person that enjoys the... Well, I don't know. You know, I'm not the only one that I know that enjoys, you know, the bad better than the good. But again, you can't have bad without good. You can't have good without bad. So, you know, I think this show does have a good balance of that, too. Like I said, Boyd, not a good guy. Freeland, not evil. But they have to work together quite often. And it's interesting how well they end up working together, usually. And, anyways, like I said, if you haven't seen it, you should check it out. You might like it. It's very good. It's, got a little bit of action in it. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Haha, I figured it out. What I was going to say is that, like I said, there's usually a typical person, main bad guy in each season that they seem to be going after Raylan. And, for some reason, it's usually Boyd is looking for them, too. But, every now and again, maybe for like a filler episode, so it doesn't just go like first episode introduces the bad guy, last episode kill the bad guy, catch the bad guy, whatever. Some of the episodes have nothing to do really with the rest of the show, but it's like different cases and different people that Raylan had to catch and stuff like that, and that's fun. That's cool too. But I really like the I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this. It's certain things that happen in the show, certain characters, their reaction to it is very good. Because it can show you, you know, it does a good way of conveying how the characters are really feeling at that moment. It's very good. The actors are very good. And, yeah, like I said, good show, great show. Check it out. 9 out of 10 from me, totally. And maybe 10 out of 10. Maybe less, depending on how it ends. I don't know. I might, like I said, have to go back and revisit this review later when I'm done with the whole series. I just wanted to go ahead and do it because I'm not certain on when I will finish it all, because the 6th season's only just coming out this month anyways. So, I hope you enjoyed my review. I'm sorry there wasn't much going to it, like floating mushrooms this time or anything, but I had fun talking about it. I always do. This is my, you know, I love TV shows, I love movies, I love talking about them, and so, you know, leave a comment. You can like it and share it and subscribe, do whatever you want, and but like, leave a comment. Movie, TV show, whatever you want me to look at, and I will look at it and I'll review it. Also, I have more suggestions than I realized, because I was looking through my channel a few days ago and I realized I have like 4 or 5 suggestions from like a year ago that I don't ever remember even seeing, so I'm gonna have to go through those, and I'm gonna have to do those too. I didn't realize I had those, or I would have probably done them by now, but so I'm gonna check those out, and the other suggestions that I have as well. I just wanted to get another one up for now, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. I hope you have a pleasant evening. Alright, bye.